Prime Minister Stephen Harper called it a sad chapter in Canadian history. 4 years ago today, he issued a public apology to former students of Indian residential schools, admitting that the policy of assimilation was wrong and it caused great harm. Today, members of the Blood Reserve marked that anniversary by holding a 16-kilometer walk, and they say the apology was a good first step, but the progress has been too slow since. Terry Boat reports.
These members of the Blood Tribe are among more than 5,300 people from across Canada who are taking part in a national event to raise awareness about inequities in funding for First Nations children, especially when it comes to health, education, and family services.
We feel it's especially important because of the number of Aboriginal children in care. They represent 67 to 68% of the child protection population, and we feel that more resources are needed to give toward the Aboriginal children in First Nation communities.
This walk comes 4 years after Prime Minister Stephen Harper issued an apology to former students of Indian residential schools, an apology he referred to when visiting the Blood Tribe last summer.
I know that the Blood Tribe was deeply affected by that system, and I'm glad to hear that the government's apology was so well received among you. But as you know, the work of healing and reconciliation continues, and we must also continue our work together to improve the quality of life of Canada's First Nations.
So I haven't really seen a huge change. I think that Harper got the better of the deal. I think that he got a headdress and we pretty much got nothing.
We need our kids to succeed in school.
That's not happening now. On the Blood Reserve, only 1 in 4 children graduate from high school. There are 3 times as many First Nation kids in the child welfare system than there were at the height of the residential schools. But despite those statistics, First Nations receive less per capita funding for education, health, and child welfare. These walkers say they're trying to raise awareness about the need for equality so that First Nations children can grow up healthy, educated, and safe in their own homes.
And reconciliation to Kainai Children's Services is every child matters.
Terry Vogt, CTV News, on the Blood Reserve.
Organizers of the walk are encouraging youth, families, schools, and organizations to write, email, or send an email to their MP and the Prime Minister supporting culturally based equity for First Nations children.